Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2020 My Team Grid. This time for the Monaco Grand Prix. But before we get into it, why not head down below, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and let's get right into it. So here we are going for a flying lap around Monte Carlo over here, Monaco. Of course, the shortest of tracks, but it doesn't have the fastest time. That goes to the Red Bull ring, of course, as basically it has a lot more straights than this, and definitely a way higher average speed during the lap than this, because of course over here the slowest corner of the year, of the whole calendar, we went through about 50 kilometers an hour over there, which is just, even through like other places where it appears that you're going quite slow, you're still going about like 100 kilometers an hour, if not more. But down over here, probably quite a hard braking zone. You need to really get it right to get the most amount of time possible out of there. As you can see over here, I'm in the red right now, trying to make up time everywhere I can. But I just don't feel comfortable in Monaco over here, and of course this is the first time that we're racing here since season 2, so the cars have changed quite a lot, so I should probably kind of work on the setup a bit more. There you go, cross the line. What is it going to be? It's actually going to be P2, so not that bad to be honest, but how far away from P1 are we going to be? Who is going to be P1? It is going to be our teammate Lewis Hamilton. Only 37 milliseconds separate me and him, so that's actually really close. If I would have gotten a better run out of even one corner, that would have been pole position. But let's get into the race.
Nelson Piquet once said that driving the Circuit de Monaco was like riding a bicycle around your living room, and it's not hard to see what he means by that. There's no more prestigious a Grand Prix victory than Monaco, but also none so challenging. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend downwards towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners at Saint-Devote, and don't expect to see much overtaking here today. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Why don't we talk about Ferrari? We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
It doesn't look promising for them so far. And if the new regs have hit them as hard as we think, well, I suspect they may need a few late nights at the factory to get back on track.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Red completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Vettel, Lando Norris, and Ricciardo, Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, and Nobuharu Matsushita, Aitken, Kvyat, Esteban Ocon, and Gasly, Stroll, Russell, Alexander Albon, and Nick de Vries, King, Latifi, Grosjean, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
So here we are getting ready for lights out at Monaco, and well, there we go. Do we get a good start? Well, not really as good as Lewis Hamilton, but definitely better than the people behind me, which is kind of all that matters, not to get swarmed into the first corner, because that would be quite tricky to kind of navigate with other people down the inside of me. But as you've seen over here, not really doing too well for the first couple corners, and well, that's basically going to be a theme throughout the entire video. As onto lap 3, 1.6 seconds as we take a very, well, let's say interesting line through there. We're already 1.5 seconds away on lap 3. On lap 7 over here, Lewis pits for new tyres. I was actually meant to pit on lap 6, but I kind of thought that traffic was going to be a big issue, but actually I should have just pitted on lap 6, because I'm going to pit on lap 8 over here. I'm just going to clip the wall, and I'm going to get teleported into like the pit, which is quite an interesting way to get inside, not gonna lie. But as you can see over there, Lewis already going past the final corner over there, and I really should have just pitted the lap before, because I thought people might go long over here, but they didn't. So Lewis basically came out in free air, and as you can see, he's already 5 seconds ahead. That's how much he was before, but we're still exiting the pit lane. That's 10 seconds. Is it going to be even more? No, Lewis is 10 seconds in front of me. I make that 10 and a half, so definitely not going to catch him up now. He'll have to like bin it into the wall, have to go in and change his front wing, but that's probably not going to happen as on lap 11, going on to 12, we set our personal best lap time over there, 1:10.7. On lap 15, virtual safety cars, Max Verstappen is out of the session, so I'm not really sure what's happened to him. I guess we're going to see it's a really quick safety car, about 30 seconds, if not even shorter, as most safety cars are on this game. Going a bit wide out there, kind of taking a weird corner through there. But as you can see down here, that is where Max Verstappen, not really sure if he had some contact or if he used a mechanical failure, but yeah, that gave us a safety car, a virtual safety car. It would have been very nice if it would have given us a full-on safety car. It would have given us a chance to overtake Lewis Hamilton after the restart, of course, but or at least get a little bit closer. But on lap 18 over here, this is basically where the most interesting stuff is going to happen, as down on power, my front wing is damaged because I've clipped the wall a couple of times, and as you can see over here, within a couple of within about 5 laps, Lewis Hamilton's about 10 seconds ahead of me, because I'm kind of focused on defending from Sainz over here, as there's kind of like a little train behind me with Sainz, Norris and Vettel over here. Clipped the wall over there again. Luckily I managed to get down the inside of Carlos Sainz's Ferrari over there, and luckily I can still get still hold P2 over here, but as you can see, your front wing is quite damaged and the tyres are kind of going off at this point as well, but a bit late on the brakes over there, but we managed to hold it. Are we going to get it to the line? Sainz is going to have DRS, but I kind of block him off over there. There you go, a P2 finish for us, not too bad.
A nearly flawless performance here then, and a commanding victory. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
So there we go, Lewis Hamilton takes the win from me and Carlos Sainz finishing off the podium. Looking at the standings, we are now 4 points ahead of Lewis, so he definitely had caught us quite well, with of course 25 points for the win and the 1 point for the fastest lap. On the constructors, well, we've basically got that in the bag already, even though it is around 4 out of 10 already, 100 points ahead of Red Bull Racing. But for now, that is going to be it, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.